So you see, and the summary of it all is that it doesn't matter whether you agree with him. His opinion about you is his opinion about you. That's his honest opinion. And the thing is that we have opinions about ourselves, but that doesn't really matter so much, especially when it comes to branding, as what people say. Yes. And like you have characteristics that you want people to see in you. Like when I ask you to write what your own personality is, you've written your own personality. Most of these things are the things that you want people to see. You understand? But what people see might be different sometimes from what you want people to see or what you expect people to see. The same thing with companies and products. Everybody thinks there's nothing wrong with their company, nothing wrong with their product. There must be something wrong with the people if they are not buying. You understand what I'm saying? But it's important that you understand your brand personality. Now, this can come in two sides. There's the side that you want the public to have, and there is the side that the public has. You understand? It's just like when we look at Nigeria itself. There is the perception of Nigeria that the Minister of Information gives out, Lai Mohammed. And there's the real perception of Nigeria itself, you understand? If you ask Lai Mohammed, he'll tell you Nigeria is a good place, things are going well, the administration is doing a good job. Some people will agree, but there are also people that wouldn't agree, you understand? So right now we are looking at brand personalities. We want to be able to decipher what is the brand personality of this organization. Because when we understand the brand personality, we will understand the tone we should be taking in our messaging, the kind of way we want to communicate our messaging, whether it's through illustration or through photography, is going to shape a lot of things about the way we deliver our message. Now, yesterday we talked about brand strategy, and we looked at Coca-Cola. Now, we're going to be looking at Coca-Cola again, but I want us to quickly read this definition of brand personality. It says brand personality is a set of human characteristics that are attributed to a brand name. A brand personality is something to which the consumer can relate. An effective brand increases in its brand equity by having a consistent set of traits that a specific customer segment enjoys. This personality is a qualitative value add that a brand gains in addition to its functional benefits. Now, what they mean by that, now what we're trying to say in that paragraph is the fact that the personality of your brand sometimes is different from what the company does. And that's what that last line is saying. It says, it is an addition to its functional benefits. We know Coke is a drink. It's meant to quench thirst. That is what it's meant to do. It's meant to quench your thirst. But in addition to that, it's also a brand that is meant to excite you. It depicts fun. It depicts youthfulness. Now that is something outside of what it's meant, the function, you understand, of quenching thirst. It also has an emotional function of exciting you. So that way I'm saying that your brand has a personality. Now it says brand personality is a framework that helps a company, organization shape the way people feel about its products, services, or mission. A company's brand personality elicits an emotional response in a specific customer segment, with the intention of inciting positive actions that benefits the firm. So we're going to look at what are the types of brand personalities that a company can have. I said there are 5 main types of brand personalities. There's excitement, there's serenity, there's ruggedness, there's competence, and there's sophistication. Now, a brand should fit into any one of these 5 categories. It's either the brand personality is excitement, serenity, ruggedness, competence, or sophistication. Now, a brand can have more than one of these personalities, but one of them would be its core. It's just like you've written about each other and written about yourself. You say he's a tough guy. At the same time, there will also be a sensitive side to him. You say he's a fun-loving person, but at the same time, there might be a tough side to him. But the percentage of it might be different from, might differ. But we all don't have just one personality. Same thing with a brand. Brands have a set of personalities, but there is one that's always at the forefront. So we must be able to identify which one's at the forefront of this organization. Now let's look at excitement. It says excitement is synonymous with a carefree, spirited, and youthful attitude. That means a brand that is an excited brand, that incites excitement, is carefree, spirited, and youthful. And that's where we looked at Coke yesterday. You can see it in everything. You can see it in their slogan. Their slogan says, taste the feeling. It says, open up happiness. And you can see it also in the way they design their ads and either their print ads or their TV ads. Everything is youthful. It's youthful, it's exciting, it's carefree. You can also see it it's energizing, you see. There's an energy to it. You can see it even in their logo. Their logo is red, it's vibrant, you understand? It has that energy to it, it has life. I would show you a Coke advert that I want us to look at to buttress this point. And the first one. Now, what was your impression of that advert? What did you notice about it?
Full of excitement, domineering presence of youth.
Exactly. The age group.
Yeah.
What would you say the age group of everyone in that advert was?
Below 16.
Yeah, 16. Yeah, 16 to 18.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all young people. But that's an advert for everyone. But the message, the feel is youthful, is carefree. These people don't even look like they are going to school or going to work. Coke is just depicting life as one big party. You understand? To Coke, life is one big party. You understand? So they're not thinking of these people need to be in school or education. It's about being popular, being accepted, and being youthful. That is the personality of Coke. You can see it's everywhere, and this is how all their adverts are. All their adverts show this essence of being youthful and being excited about something. You can see in this advert, all of them were having fun, but this guy in the shop was not having fun with them, and they wanted to include him. It seemed like he was out of the party. But if you look at it to the end of the advert, you see he doesn't seem happy yet. So you can see now that he's being accepted into the party and everything.
The dressing pattern is carefree.
Yes, carefree. Yeah. In the end, it ends with their slogan saying, "Open up happiness." So that exactly is the spirit of excitement. That is their personality, So all their collateral has that tone of excitement, which is what I said yesterday, that you will not see Coca-Cola sponsor or partner with something academic. Not because they do not place value on that, but it doesn't align with their brand personality. So when you know your brand personality, you would know the kinds of things or kind of companies to partner with. You will know the kind of messaging you should be putting out there. You know the kind of TV ads you should put out there. Now, the second personality is sincerity. Sincerity. Now, it says here, sincerity is highlighted by a feeling of kindness, thoughtfulness, and an orientation towards family values. Now, there are some brands out there that they want to make you feel as a consumer that they care about you. They care about values. They think about you when making their product. It's a sincere brand. You feel at home with this brand. One such brand is Dove. And do you know Dove soap? Anyone know Dove?
Dove.
No, Dove. D-O-V-E.
Yeah, sure.
D-O-V. It's very common. The reason why you might not be used to Dove is because their target market is women. They look through, they target the female audience, and they look for women in their maybe late 20s to early 40s, or even way above that. But their target market is women. And I'll show you some of their brand collateral, some of their ads. Now, this here is a Dove advert. The concept is, when you look at this image, what do you see? Do you see a wrinkled woman, or do you see a wonderful woman? Now they're asking women this question. When you look at this, do you see yourself as wrinkled, or do you see yourself as wonderful? Look at it, what is written below. It says, will society ever accept old, that old can be beautiful? Join the beauty debate. Because they see that a lot of women do not want to be seen as old. And what Dove is telling you is that it's okay to be old. It's wonderful to be old. Look at this. It says ugly spots or beauty spots. Now this woman is a white woman. She has those freckles that white people have. A lot of white people feel ashamed of this thing, this pigmentation on their skin. But what Dove is telling them is that it makes you unique. Don't try to cover it up. Be comfortable the way you are. And look at this, it says gray or gorgeous. It says, why can't more women feel glad to be gray? Join the beauty debate. So he's saying that this woman has gray hair, but she's still beautiful. So this brand is sincere in its tone, in its voice. It's sincere. It makes women know that we care about you, we care about the way you look, we care about your esteem. It's a sincere brand. So you can see that this marketing strategy is different from that of Coke. Their colors are white, and that's not by accident. The soap itself is white. It's just to show the purity of the fact that, look, we accept you the way you are. It's pure. You know, that's the impression they're trying to drive home. I'll see if I can show you a Dove ad here. Yeah, this one. So try to follow this ad closely. An ordinary looking woman goes to a studio. She's just a regular woman. She goes to a studio for a photo shoot. And look at how she looks. She looks pretty plain, pretty ordinary. And people, they start giving her some makeup that changes, say, the evolution. The makeup is changing the way she looks. She's pretty. Yeah. So you can see the hours of transformation that is going into making this woman look the way they want her to look. Now they end up with this, then they take it to Photoshop, make her neck longer, make the hair fuller, make the eyes bigger, make the cheekbones smaller, and that's what we see on billboards. That is what young girls, see these young girls are passing by, and that's what they see. And Dove is now saying, no wonder our perception of beauty is distorted. And that's why I tell you that you don't have to be that woman on that billboard. You can be comfortable with the way you are. So Dove is saying it's okay to be fat, okay to be slim, okay to be short, okay to be tall, okay to be black, okay to be white.